Well, I Trent Bema on far a Yisra table no so. Na yenye education kitwebi. And the say Uko Englander, yeah the points. Team bia yeah the points na G League mboa.
Yeah.
Points no ekwaye tied. Leagues no bia e wo kwa omfa so G League almost separated the two teams. It be the head to head. It be the goal difference. In the case of England, yemfa say ball league ni wie no. And Arsenal any Liverpool ekonya the same points are. And the goal difference and the best separated two teams. You know. When you go to Spain, say two teams, you know, air level on points. There are two teams. Won't pay league naji. So we have level on points are. You share air head to head. Goal difference do not matter. A head to head meetings. But in the case of Italy, and which are there is a possibility. See a baby season, you know, only about 35 matches.
Yeah.
Points are separate you and so yeah, and come on for whom. Inter Milan 77, me boy.
Yeah.
And Napoli was 77.
And Inter was
74. Only 3 points per. And separate two teams, you know. But nano near can. Sir, in the case, two teams, you know, acquire level on points are. Inter Milan superior goal difference. And the other Inter Milan goal difference plus 33.
Yeah.
And Napoli goal difference plus 25. Cause say not two teams, you know, every season, you know. Now tied on points are. Not Inter Milan the goal difference, you know, G League, you know. But the education here is that 2022 and Italy for Edinburgh by Trent me the brother mau. Se teams me no a league ageno. And our teams be a relegation, you know. Andy, so level on points are goal difference do not matter. Head to head do not matter. So our two teams, you know, able play off.
Yeah.
Maybe a Napoli, any Inter Milan, acquire level on points. Ebia 84. Omunyina acquire 84 points are. You may conclude. Say any Inter Milan at the goal difference, you know, is G League, you know, F Napoli is them. But 2022, Maso, since Omuya Mrano, Ebin see that. You know, Sam Rano has not been tested. You knew Sam Rano that. So in the case of Syria ASI introduction in 2022, stating that if two teams competing for the title or fighting for relegation finish level on points, then they are required to meet in a playoff. Bandy, Adiama goal difference who ban for what they say. Team na or a better goal difference, you know, playoff no on the fee. So Spain different, England different, Italy for also the Mrafo Fraba entirely different from what happens in Spain. The see or any other country, Briano. Only in Italy, and they play off as separated two teams are, and the vie for league title and a relegation if the two teams happens to end on the same level of air points. So that's a bit of education now, and they say man. Now the other Guler conversation, you know. And somebody can be that. Say over Real Madrid, here a time. There are several players and they are at this level because they had time. Luka Modric, a typical example. Here mre. Ada Guler ba na wabano. Ada Guler every 8 mois on a Liga. Na enye among the top 5 in Europe. No obia ufi 8 a lesser known league. And over a bigger league, and to a large extent, the biggest club in world football. No, not very difficult for Ada Guler to push straight into the starting 11. More so, na Ada Guler by no. Na Modric, Toni Kroos, and Madrid air central midfield no. Andy, no matter what, how talented you are, so Ada Guler, number Real Madrid, number 2 Toni Kroos, Luka Modric. Menya sure say ubetime red team no. De na ka ne say Accra benya adaji. Obenya mere. There is no question about the talent there be. It doesn't matter baby I support it. We are Barcelona ni, we are Manchester United ni, we are Obiania. As a word me to say Ada Guler no talented born on him bo. And not go na Ada Guler say no. And remind me go na or share with Euros no. On say Turkey and Georgia.
Yeah.
Ada Guler say sa go bia. Sa go na or say nrano. Odo bianco YouTube. Na kohwe sa Ada Guler versus Georgia. Go na or say no. And similar goal and Ada Guler say go no say was the first goal of the game. Tamara game near very close. Real Madrid needed an opener. When the best go Edema Real Madrid and the same Ada Guler, the angle, any precision, any technique Ada Guler the ball ni say no dear. Me sure say my blame coach in that. But coach no admit it and a new coach be a bar. Ada Guler naturally say Andy, given the opportunity, given the playing time, you know, he is as talented as a brand friend Lami Yama. The difference between no any Lami Yama is say Lami Yama anya playing time. Chile obetimi aye. Ada Guler anya playing time. But say more likely say next season say more this be dia. And me sure say playing time na Ada Guler missing no. He's going to get it next year. So say who Ada Guler talent ne pa. Yensan koshe the last classico. Copa del Rey final no. Time na Ada Guler a bad game no. That is where Real Madrid started pushing. The better key game no a control tempo edema Real Madrid no na Ada Guler. And it you know first year na anya dia be playing time. Second season more any second season no nyama shada fire up and down. Coach you know and shada any player in the by circumstances the coach may be leaving. New coach now Banandi. So be repeated there Ancelotti here no. Now ma Ada Guler playing time there. Now am I a disservice to the boy because in terms of talent there, me Barcelona ni but the honest truth is say Ada Guler no ball no bo pa. Me ni ntia coach ni kwa yini free mu. Coach wako 3-0 up. Players are omo control game ni ma o. Ode Dani Ceballos any control game no Real Madrid. Then you take the side players off. Then na press about Real Madrid so even you as a Madrid supporter the last 10 minutes are not feel comfortable. Now I say certificate of way but eventually you won. I may say no the title will be decided in the El Clasico. And it's a Real Madrid we need the Clasico game now. More closely Gabriel abe 1 point to pay. If Barcelona want to win a league now, they need to avoid defeat. At least a draw in that game, no, will maintain the 4 points gap, no, and making sure say Barca ebetimi aji league, no, and no any the course a league, but Madika Ada Guler die, and it doesn't matter baby or standing be. I just admit the boy is just a talented footballer. Born on Nimbo. The Hurricane case. Andy, una a player and now na any panic say we a case. How do you feel?
Any great feeling at all.
Hurricane able 6 finals. 6 finals. Sa 6 finals no. Emu miensa were with Spurs. Emu mienu were with the English national team.
Yeah.
The English national team no. Ni na Euros finals o. Euro 2020 so about final. And omo ball 1-1 against Italy. And then they lost on penalties. The last European Championship no, England able final. They lost 2-1 to Spain. Okay, another final beam. So 2 finals with the English national team. 3 with Air Spurs. Spurs final miensano. Sadabako Air Champions League final. Then they lost to Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
And of course, Bayern Munich in Sono. The first title was the German Super Cup. Bayern Munich and Leipzig. Omulusu game by 3-0. The conclusion was that Abranti Feno a Hurricane die where a case baby obokobiano on timi nkruwa. The a 2 sasa no munchire and say oba e Bayern Munich no. Na Bayern Munich agi league atwaso mpre mako 11. Ane meboa. 11 league titles consecutive. Ni nyana Bayern Munich forje. Bayern Munich with that Air Hurricane were winning the league title on 11 consecutive time. Then the season now, Omudi Hurricane Bayern no. Andy, Bayern Munich for finish 3rd. Their worst ever finish in 11 years. Say year no, Okaya, the DF people car, the German Cup, 30-year team, as a broken, and I say you buy me the full film. Champions League semi-final, and a Real Madrid, you buy me the full film. League no so Bayer Leverkusen a nye from Musem Kekeu. Bayer Leverkusen AG League no, Bayern Munich for ekoto so miensa. So the question no be ebisa ni say Hurricane, the Ben Hurricane, ebeji the first A League title and the first major title. Andy, sa case na near see the Hurricane triso no. Nyamiandum ni enra case no is broken. He say waje the first title. The na Rahone say even this year, so the German Bundesliga top scorer.
Yeah.
Last season, Krana, Bayern Munich for FNC third, no. Unum say on the German Bundesliga top scorer last season was 36 goals. The next to him, say Ugurasia, on say 28. 80 oba Bayern Munich, no. Even the first season, no. On the Juman so yeah as a striker, no. Oh yeah. But Nkuruwa na expect say all three space eba beji the Bayern Munich no. The first season a ball no. But be catch the muscle say just a matter of time. Untimi mo Bayern Munich 3 years a win trophy.
Yeah. So the first season a disappointment ahead the following season eba no Abrante friend Hurricane ebenya the first major trophy. Now unse we follow the full step of several space legends omo transfers and gomo nyikruwa. Me sure say Luka Modric. Oye Champions League say 5 mboa. O transfers and konyi bi. Yeah. So Modric move away from Spurs. And o tra hono mo a. E ka league title e ka Modric anyi bi. Same thing Gareth Bale. Bale so beje league mboa. O beje Copa del Rey. Bale eje Champions League. Se Bale extra Spurs Bianca titles are Gareth Bale no. Bianca Brandt no Nisanka. There's another airspace legend. Klinsmann. So about my airspace. Unim say about space ni nyina no. Why you trophy da. O move away from Spurs to Bayern Munich. Klinsmann ayakana say ni nyina no. Unim say only one league trophy. One league title. So one league title no GN no. Time we move away from airspace. Bayern Munich 2 seasons later, and OG the first trophy. That's the only league title Abrante GA. And he did so by moving away from Spurs to Bayern Munich. Now then Kebeya Rehopa say Andy. Uhe Hurricane Juma waye. Any individual trophies a Hurricane aye. Onum say say Maso. On the England all-time top scorer. Hurricane, Spurs all-time top scorer. Hurricane in the Premier League all-time top scorers were second to Alan Shearer. In that conversation, Andy, on say Premier League top scorers, the first 8, Hurricane was the only odd one out. He has an odd one. Or more in that category, no. Now, Biaji trophy. On say Alan Shearer and Premier League all-time top scorer, 260 goals. But no, about Newcastle, no, 1 year league. But before say move to Newcastle, no league with Blackburn. 80 Abrante no a friend no Alan Shearer no, and the elite or 1 league trophy or the cancer ni goals to say no. Rooney etosumiensa, Hurricane etosumienu. Hurricane ekwa 213 Premier League goals. Rooney etosumiensa 208 Premier League goals. Bandi hadie. Rooney ekwa 5 Premier League titles. 5. Beyond that 5 Premier League title no, was the Champions League 2007-2008 eka home. And the co ekwa 187 Premier League goals. Out of that, and the co edge 5 Premier League titles. Mohamed Salah etosunum 185 Premier League goals, and the Salah the second Premier League title. Yeah, Salah at the Champions League back waka home. Salah no or no in that category no. Premier League titles mienu at the Champions League back waka home. Sergio Kun Aguero, Andy 185 Premier League goals, Out of those 185 Premier League goals, Sergio Kun Aguero edged 5 Premier League titles and they were the call. Lampard 177 Premier League goals and the Udum say Lampard edged Premier League titles miensa. Lampard edged Champions League back or the call. And even Henry 8 on the league on that list, and the 175 Premier League goals, Henry edged 2 Premier League titles, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. Henry a movie away from Arsenal to Barcelona, no. Wasabaji La Liga mienu. Asa the Champions League kan. So some players now on Premier League all-time top scorer no be the crew work Nicole's now watching. Apart from Harry Kane about her and the Denara who said, the last Euros no I am on the top scorers. The last Euros Danny Olmo any Harry Kane share 3 goals. Russia 2018 World Cup. England able semi-final. Semi-final no. And the real tournament unim the no or top scorer. Harry Kane. And then the top scorer of the 2018 World Cup in Russia was 6 goals. But you Maso now retire now to fear. One shot and Korea Mudi a chilling bar. Omudi Nkuru Obiji and the Bajaji said, as a wa mobra. As one yashi. Taylor me catch that Maso was said, catch Obia said, Harry Kane moving away from Bayern Munich, moving away from Spurs to Bayern Munich. The only thing that he needed was to win a trophy. Ne status as a legend is already cemented. But as a legend is here. No, Obia the crew eba. Obia the meda eba. Harry Kane, maybe I say, Omeda new crew was what in this conversation. Our hefa. Andy, I'm sure we be the first of many. Because next season, Bayern Munich 4 Champions League they will be in it. Next year, League number Saji. So man league in Ukraine, any other trophy biana, Esaka Hubiano, they may even win it. Yes, at this season now, Bayern Munich 4 AG League reach the German Super Cup Bayern Munich will still play the German Super Cup. Yeah. And there's a possibility of Saji Sa Cup And in Sa case and no mina near say the Hurricanes so I am so excited for him. Say eventually the case is broken.
Max,
Harry, yeah, born Abaso. Because I think that Ted now buying a D and it was just a coincidence. But because people touted him as bad luck, tonight SM so no buy more because on my normal leg I know buy no more detail. So this season. Nanko for ready Beko, and I think he's been able to break that. But still Harry is yet to win a final because a league, a marathon, and we calculate with points. But final match, Harry is yet to win any final match. And so, Chris says so the case has to be there. If they are in winning trophy now, can they? Yes, that one a trophy, but if they are final, now more born there. Harry is yet to win. Putting that one aside, Harry is a player be onya the applause, like onya the applause and the attention as here the man. Because looking at what this guy has been able to do, and I think fantastic. Harry has scored 443 goals so far. It's me sure about the time of retire, at least we hit the 600 goal mark, and that is very fantastic. Like you are saying, in the EPL has been top scorer, I think 2-3 times. At the World Cup, he's been top scorer. At the Euros, he's been top scorer. As captain or the England resurgence in recent times in major tournaments, it was Harry Kane who led them. And it was not just leading, but he makes sure so lead by example as a whole leader. He's a hell of a player. Trying the ball now. On the kind of strikers, pure strikers, so big 18, defensive. Harry does a lot of defensive work. He's also involved in play. Now, that number of goals. May everyone say. Teams are getting I'm praying. Okay, buying soon team but I think in his own domain, I was expecting City, but of course they have Haaland, so it was going to be a problem. What about Chelsea and all the other teams? Even Real Madrid, of course they have a project with Mbappe, who is a bit younger. If not that, and can expect say, and Madrid sika some swing because Spain team sika something because let me tell you this. Look at the big players of Madrid in the last 2, 3, 4 years. Almost all of them are free. And I Chris on checking me. Elmoto Jude, it is when you start by 10 out of our Kwasika somewhere. A Guler is on your star, no, but no, a starter, no, in your star, Christian, on Castas, like Ebia, white Dinia or by year Tony Skakesi,
David Alaba, Antonio Rudiger, Mbappe, now Trent in Sobabacount, free, free.
Yeah, it's a Jude, ne play am so motorno, and Jews were beautiful now better. Guler, none is saying. I think saying Drube 60, 79 of him.
Yeah.
And I see our master Quadada player back Liverpool, Mono so free. Now, and the main same way as you. After Madrid picking all these players, of course, the chairman has done a great job because the fact that Obetumenya these players on a free credit to your team speaks in volumes. But almost the free, the almost a strategic management. But Barca co free, the almost almost can't. I mean, Tiata was Obibe to me actually, Masia. And I miss me who team gets your whisker or to top players free. There is something the Spain team they are not telling us Madrid or Musica Samsung. Oh, because the Madrid I know they will splice the cash. Oh, they all have said we so free. Oh, my messa free.
Why are you not accepting that? Omudi, there was Omudino. Madrid, Madrid, Dino. Any how players because not Christian analysis. He made mention of the issue of Luka Modric, the issue of Gareth Bale. No more Tottenham. Her teams are no more pay now. Chelsea said no more pay Modric. Niska no more coach. Still, Tottenham never sold Chelsea. Never sold Modric to Chelsea. But when Madrid went in for him, he came. And when Madrid chairs Kyle do, but Ebia. Almost so I go this tangent. I mean, you see the word you say be strategic. Say you play away, but you know needs more. Maybe a year to play. I want a contract. You bet me a training compete with the players we have. Not a contract now, so the player are willing. So about the Madrid. And see, economically, why don't we wait till send a contract and the best as free?
Exactly. It's economical. No, I can't is the word. It's with the cash trap. Economical, the cash trap.
It may not be said
not necessarily cash trap.
To help you in this conversation, Mbappe ever free me boy. But a year before, and 2 years before, Madrid were willing to buy Mbappe around 135.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Madrid make a proposal
on a reject here. Saadi na PG for year and the minim daddy woman tias. Now they rejected that money. Madrid were willing to pay that much. So it's not because that omo said from Mbappe free. A PG for and strategic and economic decision economic beneficiary. And a Madrid for who said pay. Yaba player home. Yama sika also wonye. You bet me you see in 2 minutes. Convince the player not to extend the contract. Contract this one. Si can the buyer na 1 year. Then we will convince the player Mbappe.
Because Mbappe buy and just over free call. Madrid man signing on fee.
Yes.
They gave him money. Of which they can bet him the Aqua turn from PSG. But said Christian Kane Sika buy. PSG decided not to sell the player.
Yeah.
And I'm not because okay say Eddie can buy and Mbappe and no extended the contract by 2 years or Bekaya.
Yeah.
Madrid Car and Mbappe no extended by 2 years. After 2 years, na Madrid a car 1 year na Madrid Sako beam and a PS Yansani. Then Madrid decided so on train player no. I'm an yo Kaiser and a crack of far heated arguments between the player and the club.
Yeah.
And the so ne club no court or say ne loyalty bonus we almost so much the man. The club is being strategic.
Oh, you see the problem I am me one forcing me a controversy and say. And we are all doing the same thing. Babakuya is a strategy. Babakuya is so new
because Masadiano. So Bekai, especially with Rafinha issue, I drew baby. I seen list for track of Basa for so many more and for
yeah.
Look at Barca situation. Madrid M3 1v1 more.
Yeah.
But Barca Ekoi, Barca board no. Even the current president ever admitted say. The past president has no mismanagement. Barca especially with one PSG for Barca. Normally we cover continue we cover them daily money at the adeno. Any contract be almost sign here.
That is very true. But
what I say, but Madrid but Madrid is not doing that.
Yeah.
So when they say Madrid are being Barca clearly you could see say mismanagement you call baby my club now position be
but even that one Lewandowski was bought Kunde was bought.
Yes.
Rafinha, maybe around the same time, Rafinha was bought. But what I say, she players or to me even at that time, no more Castro. It's me the say. The Madrid that we know, I'm not saying so Muniska. Each team, because Barcelona crown or more revenue was through, but because of the financial fair play, what it means that 1 to 4 rooms, so only 100 million. On to be 500 million in core market, is all the only 40 in Ebeko. Ain't no money competitive, they are clouds bell for moon to be off. It is not that they don't get money, people should get it right. It is not that at the end of the day, the team does not get revenue. They get, even this is from revenue, shooting go close to 800 million euros. But you will not be allowed to use all those money into transfer. It's all about a 1v1. And so I'll be using it. It's when you are to use just about 10-20%, it means that 100 million now being an Andy, or the 30 per the bit to me a market, and 30 how many players in the because that is the definition of what Barca is going through. It's not about they not getting money.
And the other and the other side, they said the other team I don't say example. Yeah. The same running applicable to the same team. But only oh, Maxo, and he could have gone to the same situation at Barcelona because Emrano in favor Madrid than
Barca. On say Madrid upon Musika sem there. But you so me. Barcelona sika sem like revenue or munya there. Okay. Manchester United okay. Arsenal munya okay. But Madrid needs me a manager of my club no so well say financial fair play enchom but ultimately
exactly
and a Barca momna a mismanager of my club and financial fair play na action. But the fair play no does not mean that the club is not getting money. Adibi na metre wan go for 10 years. Met me about 1 billion. But because of what I've done, yeah, the taboo to me the Thomas say me 1 billion, make me use only 100 million per the market for players. It me per players 300 million players quality benefit. But because Madrid now manager mudia fair play ni enyo so munya 500 million from between ning na the market. That is where Barca stand. But they make can say the Madrid that we know. Andy, even if you did Ronaldo senior ever. Ronaldo senior wanted to come back to Barcelona, but Madrid offered better wages and better deal. And no more they call. Yeah, the Figo buy. Meboa. Raul was there already. David Beckham buy. Almost had your friend saying Michael Owen had to buy. They paid. And so they saw multi-scar top player. They want to show that they are the best, so they will do it. As a big man, you are on your show, and you on your big man. Go your big man, so your show. It's what I'm saying that for the same Madrid team now, you know what they are doing always, how well they spend and all that. Ronaldo, Omoto Kaka, Nya Papa we are, Otto Kaka, Otto Cristiano Ronaldo, and also talk Karim Benzema. Look later, Luka Modric also around the same time. Andy, and the same man in him saw yes, and now was shifting the post, in telling players, oh, memoir about Madrid to men renew. A big Liverpool boy, oh, men renew Babe Foul. It's a kind of way.
But Maso say, oh, Sikadi that. You have opportunity to get something free. And is there overspending?
Asuma can be bizarre.
It's all dear, too, Matthew. Oh, dear, play Bibia over for the free.
Bibia Maxo. When you scash over to.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, who can be a person?
Yeah.
Maxo, na o chairman be afro, be a Kwame do catch so Maxo. Me okay be crazy if you am person ko fa na you yaka. Kwame do afro so okay if you person ko fa use. Or they tell.
Yeah.
Maxo still na scan show go to.
Magic ba dey tin say.
O na ba no sa ko to ka no.
Enti sa ni ntia ye wo ha no obi e ko pay be free. Sa na ye.
Maxo. But the same way Madrid operating, the same way they still use scatter players. Even the
what I'm saying,
the same way use scan the top players. Nibiu.
Members we visit time, delay time because got has near your almost. And the American say, I'm not saying Madrid any ska. And I saw my bank and I saw Yacho man a biscadi bio. But financial omunjina ye.
You are being strategic.
There is nothing strategic here. And yes, or more strategy. Let's say team me also for player free behind strategy. I didn't know team me or more
for player.
It's Arsenal so far.
Kevin Prince. You see where strategic makes sense and maybe.
It's the Amoy and some Modiani and Nada. No more who Rudiger. May renew. Yeah, but Madrid, but Madrid by champions. No Rudiger.
Madrid better convince Lami Yamase.
There no go area.
Okay, fine.
But Madrid
there Alfonso Davis.
Yeah.
of Bayern Munich. What happened at the end?
South Fonso, one fan at Drama.
Wax so.
But what I say? One fan at Drama. But player, the ordinary Bamam, the Amber friends say, Maso Remedy. Namia de a hammer and Rapa, Chris and Metona Mirawo. Say 10 years now, Barca and champions of Madrid at J5. And then they say Barca Chromoyard, and then you can't get seeing your player, Papa, and commit me as a players, Nina. But the truth of the matter is this. Madrid and Casano, Omba no markets or Trent may renew Yadobeba. But what not Trent Liverpool are quiet fight. Oh, yes, I will say football. No, yes, now say Liverpool, they need money to move on. Not such a nice player. No, more Kwano, a common speech.
Timothy this call for Mbappe na PSG for Anyano. I think Mbappe near so pursue free. Hey, Madrid Navy.
Omuyo no Mokata and say,
answer the question.
I'm free, may renew. Na second map of which may renew. It's idea more than meaning so hard as Andy say OBF player na strategic there. Any team Arsenal so far free player a strategy, but I think they've done because the quality of players are multiple on the free. No honor me who say a hell of a job because Sebi wouldn't me answer crowd wouldn't be in fact these quality players emba on the free or honor minimum be a drink a strategic. But yes, we need Niskano, yet Lewandowski, yet Tokunde. Eto wa ndi enye strategy ko.
Before say you turn who turn then asana team shop.
Oto nkonya nyina. Oto nkonya nyina. Ufru overdo grass. Eto kidneys. Grass nyina oyi ko to.
Ye o park no su diska.
It's one of your strategy.
Come ye na oni tema mo sere ye. Say me catch them say munya butre na ye ni party ni ye de be ya de. See ase mo ato aso say. It will be our na chance ni him. Obi osiri ye bia beji.
But the fact of the matter is that we were broke. Madrid.
We were more than broke.
Yeah, broke ni. The registration crowd was a major problem. You have to play a prime team register.
Not be allowed say certain amount of money.
Barcelona was broke. And I ain't broke na
yeah.
Sebefa player free crana. Look at the players are near for on the free transfer.
So
you are picking players on the scraps. As I say, Madrid prefer player na free. A player enya Madridian. Any Madrid Kessia. I think I'll coffee so much money to be able to buy that player. Say never Madrid that just imagine Tim Ben Albania Antonio Rudiger. Tab no about Chelsea no. Albania the free some about Real Madrid. Yeah. It's only Real Madrid. And Madrid. Say never Madrid that there is no way Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Ever free a PSG. Akubo team for free. Yeah. It will come at a cost. And never Real Madrid that Mbappe. And never Madrid that. Eyadia and Trent.
Madrid almost.
Trent na Madrid nkwana epeno. Bebre epeno. But
and with Madrid tour world record at
because of how they are, because then Mbappe the end of record free then Mbappe the end of record PSG never understood on better as no you needed a player. What do you do? That's what fuck we be so a player. But I know sometimes it depends on the player as well.
Exactly.
Lewandowski say or no person about Barcelona. Exactly. What I say, no matter Barca situation in the womb, why do obey or buy an away or person about Barca? To no kwakwakobo. Max and strategic near word now. Strategic FC.
Strategic.
Yeah, Kotoko has has at was the last one dream home. On our roof. Last year, near Shamo, almost man okay, Yantos are high pure 95.7 FM. You do come on, night in Samarkano and Swedia. But you're back to any hard to folk a game. But Amazon Development Limited, as you can say, so what bread with electricity bills. Sounds so and a doom so oh bread. So say solar power and so about the amount free energy from the sun. Now, only solar panels no made everything lasted for 20 years, and on the batteries no and so better use for the next 5 to 10 years. Nyasem kuto wanka sabet generate energy from a year solar no wabra untu akapre unkuto fuel enkonkoto hwe eno no simple we the tense noise bi answer nim oh to so baby abo ne dum ko for like now ko our light Amazon Development Limited. Just go solar for Amazon Development Limited. It was 0244 377411 0244 377411. Na eno monkasa kwaji solar ni bi sese ba Christian sabo we na foul ana enye foul. Joan be my Vinicius Mbappe Asante Kotoko Nigeria no Fernandez ebo no one I think it was OCSB. But Joan Fasa video no MIA. Na a foul and if I go on say and for commenting on this pass. Omontia said the reason why referee no ekwaje foul. Christian Odemax or Munshe we say mame. I have circle back to be na e ho na me pese ye share ye nkoma twetwa na se dey free. Was it a foul? Because they advantage they boy enka e betima you go the Asante Kotoko. Look at this. Was it a foul? Nanya OCSB mum. Okay. Was it a foul play?
Yeah, it was a clear foul. But I get intentional on the part of the Kotoko player. Sabia is going to foul the house boy. It was a house boy and it was kicking the ball. No, no, 5. So what it means that the night payment. I can't and I said when I can't player, it would game na infringement. And get intentional on the part of the Kotoko player. Ball nanka okobo. But the night I can't defender. So the fact that I can't foul. And I had a draw. The referee discretion ebem. So the referee using discretion that it was a foul. I think that we a major issue here. No.
I am major issue. But I don't major issue.
I'm making something out of but again on the most way. Say yeah, Bokorokone has the fans will try to make something out of the show then, but we are too feeble. I think this is very, very feeble. She born. Well, oh, born clearly. Oh.
Okay, I think has played Emmanuel.
Yes, he was attempting to play the ball on a kick ball or all ball any. Oh, they now born clearly, but just that with me so pick ball, so a foul.
Kotoko play on the pick ball and also pick.
They be only tuning out together, but okay, they now ball here. Yeah, and now engineer who's and do this at that short time the player faked because player and cross kick ball. But be a Kotoko boy in the far ball. He did not fake or prior idea. A ball. And a Bokra Fran in 980 you know, so a infringement.
Sir Christian.
Well, me who foul in this. Senkai say a stamp.
Yeah.
Oh, and it be a tapu bonus so or a stacks out. And it be a stamp bonus so there. Then there's a foul. We nine and I fighting for the ball. And he won the ball. Not on the foul.
Yes.
And one slide it why so let's watch it very well.
Me, I think
a ball cross through.
Yeah.
And about 29. This not foul.
I feel hard to play at the moment out my referee no.
Yes.
So why
out my referee.
Baby are born a that time and that split second or so be better at a bit tricky a little time. He never acted.
This is not foul.
Because clearly me I saw he won Kotoko player won the ball.
And then and I will be fast stamp boot in the master will be messed stamp ball.
What I even feel say what I see from here Kotoko player no the nine no attach ball no na has player 9 ball Kotoko player no 9.
The 9 the make sure say
just look at this very well. He won the ball.
And see that place second na player on the top from no Atiana.
Maxwell we know players don't with me.
They will act by next play second like that. But
oh Maxwell split second players.
And yet just a split second. The player will act. We will say to take some second, but just a split and then I can. On your ball and
there was a yellow card to Kotoko player no.
Yes,
with this
and
incident.
the referee saw it to be a foul in here. But I think said the player now said that
the referee had it wrong. Say sliding, say stamp, stacks out, foot up, yen na kosro, and I mean me na abe tapu ball na few now so there's no question about being foul or not. But in this situation about the day na no. Na player na smart, no lose ball na. And there is no way any referee now who the way right no will call this for a foul. This was never a foul. This incident was never a foul. And on say and yes there's no way I bet me call it back. Na wasama incidents near Saboni beam. But Asante Kotoko will be there. That yellow card awarded against their player no. And Asante Kotoko protest na yellow card ni twem. Because you can't award this as a foul and give a yellow card to the player now on yeshi no. So in the case, the best thing Kotoko can do now is say maybe yellow card now, Moji Etia player, Edema player no. They have to protest against a yellow card no. Because say even say ordinary foul crowd now and they bookable offense. Even say a foul, what makes it a bookable offense?
Because a stamp and a
stamp there, there's a bookable offense. There was no stamp in this, no stacks out, no and dangerous tackle biara no player no na ball no clear ball no we a bit slower and one clear ball
and attack
and faster far ball no then the referee will call for a foul for this. Me, I don't see this to be a foul.
Now, managers no after the game, Abubakar Watara, after the game, no, already so are you happy with the draw?
All of us we are disappointed for the result, but it's not bad. We are taking it like that. We can't say anything about this. We are coming to win. The opponent also coming to win. We play draw. I think it's enough for everyone.
Ano Abubakar Watara and na Karim Zito see a coach at Asante Kotoko. When they feel say now Senka a winning game no rather than a draw.
We came in to score. We did everything. We created chances. We were not focused. So that was my problem. But if you look at the chances we scored, we have won this game. But it's better than losing. So I'm okay. I'm very much impressed with the fan. We came in their numbers more than before. Even though when I was playing, we can't even get a breathing space. But I'm okay with it. Well, it's not easy. As a focus on Kotoko, as we all know, it's not about fun. It's about what you can do, what you can offer at that particular moment. So to me, it was a nice game. It's okay. Though I should have won, but this is as a folk, please Kotoko.
I know coach Karim Zito now Abu Bisani says the quest for a league and so fighting for the league, you know. Draw ama na Benewian was still Kotoko contest until said in Benewi go say draw no and just a Kotoko hope someone over.
Assuming we won this game, it means second report. We go back today. We are pushing. We are not where we are today. So we are still contesting until the league ends. Anything can happen. We do know what we meant by sizing in the game. We don't have to rush. We know coach to Kotoko. This is my second game. I don't even know some of the players name, but yet I'm working with them. So I have to be very cautious. It is Accra as a folk I'm playing. So I have to be cautious. I don't have to follow you. And you go back to your own media and tell me is it your truth. So I have to use my sense of judgment to go according to the way my voice can go according. So we were slow, but we were doing the counter attack. We were playing hard work, and then we were doing the counter. And we missed our 3 goals out of that.
I know coach Abubakar Watara supporters a coach stadium and almost the move from two sides no almost
we were the best side. In fact, so we rated Kotoko has match and their boy. Clearly, Kotoko was the best. Kotoko idea be brave.
And your results are not as folk expected because coming into the game, you know, maybe I has done it. It's not you share your rivals. They didn't see winning this game, but unfortunately, it's me winning. And I'm sure your team now, your goalkeeper, are very good. Defense, not so bad, but 2 and 3 hold problem kakaya day.
Over by a date fee 1.5 300 cedi and the house in the Kotoko match here 300 cedi. Now the shed this standard is very low standard.
No in there. Kotoko has in there. The win is say standard of our league in Nabafom. But what you touch as never kill through as a Yedina Amano, as a be a Yedina and Pamono. Yeah, Kayanas match. So I'm telling you, idea. You're generally permanent for Cornwall Street. As I did tell me the soldiers say the share and from the share on more. Yeah, can Bahasa dear. So man, can you coach in the team media will be a stadium game. But now, no, coaches Dawson, memorial example. Yeah, demonstration. I was the first secretaries. I am pump coach. I go for Sanabo Dubai. No, make like a CI down, no be any Sanabo. No, be any Sanabo, every media my day. Abba, into coaches in there, in better body, coaches will be there, and I do my.
Some of the supporters and Rob Correa Bono and Omoni share almost to the Omuya was the women say, Born and Yafe, gate fees or Mutia, any ball on Correa or many annual. Yaba did game in home commons this year, you better game Nankasemu before, during, and after the game, and you may cause but just Mamini Kamfa we say, and to understand, say, Poly case in Christian, Onana will be for I update. I understand, say, yes, say, almost Johnny Case, no, Eddie call on the 5th of June. Nti omuko court na so masa Johnny case no e record the 5th of June since and no pay sa communicate be na understand say a lot of people are not happy say other na some no hwe no mon kan flu but meaning e bia say also full investigations in so
follow a lot of the movies are related to murder cases murder cases is one of the difficult cases to prove. It takes a lot of time to prove somebody say or committing murder and say beyond all reasonable doubt. And say you ketwa. And you know, murder cases just sometimes it takes more than 1 year before the bit conclude.
So we
eventually justice that justice will be served.
Okay. Ti Nyame Adma on the 5th of June, was Sunyane District Court B. Ombesa Kotra Asem. So, but my memo come ewo medima faso emrances. Ohere referee na kwa manager say, Christian, is he a referee? This was a complete foul, please, Christian. Okay. But Max, you game nanka se mwenra honestly coverage, so munyai. Why? Say God baby I never no. I say stream with TV so ya project ya TV. The internet ni twa no ka be na unze ball naka.
And say we have said this for a very long time. And I think say the authorities will do the same thing. And see a two they say be continue hammer and I see be jaika, but I think what has changed ever since we started. Say na say artist someone ya no sponsorship be omodeba for the league in some 2 million whatever. So let's see maybe when the new one comes, but with this one, I don't really see said there will be any changes. But Andy, also sometimes if you ask me why oncophobia or mumpeno correct, into what kind of crowd they will fight you. Any oncophobia, Andy, almost wouldn't nyansa pa, but what it says, Sebo can't say Muna, homono uncle. Any oncophosa sebi or munyansa of him, into also can't in some nyansa, it was sort of almost a problem. It's Andy, no matter what you do, whether house or Andy, whoever, unyo bia to be on your side. So don't Bob Brown now had a many ideas who beyond call side Debbie. Into he'll be Floyd Mayweather near there. He had a lot of lovers, he had a lot of enemies. But that is what made him big. But as I'm no more case. Be a saying to my teams need to mean you say the many or more yard and neno be ye F and Ephraim. Do you know why? Though the FA is not doing the right thing, but majority of the problem I say has Nekotoko and Kasane a problem. And if anyone must say, Sabi, sa teams in the Sabi, members because of Omunye serious. And they also don't attach seriousness to them. In any case, obviously teams in here serious, Andy. In KF in Crombe to me, I confess our bars that way their break club say, a basso body, not clubs no swaji. Andy, sometimes send you be who and no new deal. Now, Kotoko has what is the point? Saturday, what did I tell? Make us just a game. No, did I not acquire draw no my bets if you Why did I say that? Only that has last 10 games on my bone. Or we need to add draw for Elusu 4. In Sandy said, all the core point system 30 points, or my pick 10 out of the 30 point, I drop here hooping 20 points. There's a much pick 1/3 of the points in the last 10 games. And it will be interested to know, say, they've scored some 3 goals. In such a my games, some of the points in my house, into another 3, but the Oma Bankasa, Oma said 3 goals. And the last 4 games, Nandi, Oma said just 1 goal. So we has home record, Oma winning 1, I draw 3, Elusu 1. And in that sequence, Andy, Oma said just a goal. So we use such a mighty and Ifrima. This is Hearts of Oak ahead of the game. Now let's come back to Kotoko. Kotoko DN say, on the last 8 away games, they are winless. And I hope you are following the conversation. The last 8 games are Kotoko Abono, they are winless. Omu winibi. Oma draw 3, Oma draw 5, and Oma lose 3. Only say in 2025, Kotoko winning away game. The last time they won an away game was against Dreams FC. That was in 2024. I stand to be corrected though, but I know my facts are more sacred. It's in the year 2025, for Kotoko to win an away has always been a problem. And Andy, in that sequence, they scored 3 goals and conceded 9. And Andy, the team themselves are not performing. And the whole attention echo. They beyond say we take the attention to the FNA teams now. I had to say FNA to me, but no, they are also not working. Again, say Ohe Lega Yebo form guider. And in the last 5, also you heard from guide, you heard the last 5 games. Has a pick 6 points out of 15. Got pick 5 out of 15. It is a Hearts are dropping 9 points. Got dropping 10 points in the last 5. That is their form guide. And Oba goals scoring in the last 5 games, I form now. Hearts 4 goals against 3 and Kotoko 2 goals against 6. Andy, it's not the best. And so we have form guide crap position wise no a 14-15 has Kotoko. Inti so mo mienu obi anje leg na enye referee bi na anya bibia omo nya de omo san but yenka no kra ntre omo de bia na ye pampa omo that we are pampering them. Oh, I say ye correct omo ye kajole omo de bia no mutua omo ye rough omo nya de eso omo ye. And it's Bia will not go and pay 50 Ghana and watch them. This is the statistics. Nandi, what I know is Nka Osha European Adesa. Ebianka big teams in the Baku me and being adi and the emu bako yadi. But omunina to me status or Bia yadi at the same time. What him has since winning the league in 2021. I think 2021 has the league number 1. Omumbo top order. After winning the league in 2020, has a more top 4. And has won in 2020. Kotoko won the league in 2022. If you are winning also in the league. Into the two teams, arguably one of the big teams in Ghana, they are operating like small teams. There is nothing attractive about them to push people to go and watch. Nothing. And not born a boy in there. Fine, born there, me who say a yeah. But Andy me who baby. Who say player Bia is fighting to want to create difference in the team. A normal ball na teams nebo. And the say ni brainy at the ball has ni Kotoko game no ayira. And almost always the teams we both we are yet denya ye benya bibi di ase obi. Na kata omono poor performance no so because the referee themselves who almost nya the papanti no omo na kwaji attention. On him say coach, your friend said, Watara, they say 4 matches no ne Kotoko abo. And you will lose 3 no draw 1. But Coach Kamzito, in his last 3 games of Kotoko with Hearts, no, when winning 1 draw 2. It's in recent times, and Hearts finds it difficult to beat Zito. It's also a culture, the difference with Kotoko will be the coach, Awaba. And with these statistics with Kotoko that make no, Kamzito crab by 2 matches, Awaba, wa pick 4 points, 1 win and a draw. And yes, I'm more dangerous. So the question is why? And so when they are not selling good football for us to watch, and the problem that has been there. But I think I really made and no second half. And I mean, yeah, time by again. I was impressed with the way Kotoko played. Only problem said the attack was, but then no, it's that time I'm behind. No, Hearts very difficult. Say me who's going to keep our creative. Me who say not going to keep that getting the line embers of the game crowd or yeah involved in the team. Okwa has a Bano Hamza Isa. Now when him say so here top scorer is crying in the league. Kotoko top scorer Amwa, of course, will pride. That boy is a very good player, and he me in Inkono. He's a very, very good player because and not me when the ball na ball no nimbo. Or say 8 goals and a Kwampu Kwasha 7. Oba has a top scorer Mauli Wayu 5 and a Hamza Isa 4. Inti be a box no money take it. Kotoko has 4 top scorers no Kambuma. Oche goals 24 no more average 6 goals per player. And all these statistics, you know, and yet championship stuff. And yet championship stuff. And so what they starts we crowd the J League now the core Africa, you'll be disgraced. And I think say we need to find a solution to these problems. And yet they be blame me FF1 of course I will say go one say last time has boy okay shot your ball actually question okay just play go no saying oh say Becca. But who says is no omo performance near poor sir. Who say referee say be na F na Becca tons na it is omo de omo you okay no omo nya de. We can't because the investment and none of teams here the mat teams no and they should live up to expectation kakra and omo nya de. If they even don't deserve all these attention near there the mom, but because Ghana super that is our culture and yen to me to a exactly when people are not going to the stadium, the teams also a role to play. They have it because in and the movie me boy. It's a movie now movie na nyefa. Next time me ba behe. Me ba beto aduane. Nessa be Andy yakasa aduane we di obo aduane we di edo. na bi wa ti wa kɔ na aduane nyɛ da ubu mefu me ukra uba on ka say ma so wo na ubu kra befu sane situation na ye wo no enti sa wo ye coach o wo ye den o ma ti say coach Watara best end contract meaning say no ma sha dia because coach on Kotoko on je leg top 4 kro mo Oko kan say obai no mo say has they be omo survive relegation to making sure so be more free. Just look at the mentality of the bobo. Na general say ko bisa has for coach say leg no be just say why na catch on say mbetele. Look at the mentality. Relegation threatening mentality no mo de bobo. And na sa de na coaches no big teams omo coaching say osuro so be lose match na ye be kan asem to omo ko game one no mo de classing players na ebo. Yes na yes omo wi ansa na omo de on best players bem. Sa na Ghana leg on bono. The boys who are very good to want to play most of the time, I'm not saying out, most of the team coaches, that is their system. They are afraid say they will lose match, hit be ban so. And the most starting match, no more for players, no more rigid, no more kikiro. And they say yes, son a pair into the state, your bed changes, but I feel no do more stylish in the baby. And also musunya free. And clearly speaking, no say to umpo a crobia makase. Big teams na a leady and the smaller teams na then follow every place. But yet the way I running a teams na ye unya go to the catcher say or more build the Africa squad. And the now near number in the Africa squad new year.
Sa omo kan sa sem omo kasa omo build and near giri.
Because you are doing something can be your own. O cancel. Oh, you see, one problem, supporters, Kotoko has supporters, Nankasa, so a problem. They are not rather a blessing. Because I know they are guys super sharp, highly intelligent, well educated, they know what time it is. But who kind of crowd, no more genetic, no more, no, they be a suiti. So can't we see that there is something wrong somewhere? Say, yeah, to me, a yana. And the check, I won't just look at the statistics, I'm there go. We are more so. Nene yebe pam 25 or chidi 24 beba o this season sanko na house anyade kotoko anyade na mpanifo anya so mo sa be pam 20 Christian there will be supporters who omuni mpanifo be ya adene who omo nyade yam nti dia mpanifo de enso mo be yesa no mo ato ase supporters no omo kan na we nyade na de bia na omo ko sebe dia menti enso omo se bia play bi nom jot says ni dia no ba we on ifro dia and a players ne fama and a place no call club me boy and a place here the omona and a place no omo ba bro de bia season bia sa de bia sa enti modi de bia place amodi be ba nyina no omo amfa ma omo anko club omo na omo ba bro mo nko enti mo ye den mo eni be na mo amode sa place neighbor enti we need to change our mentality.
Okay, Max mama Christian brem kakra so Christian enwa ye bo has Kotoko goalless ewo Accra Sports Stadium.
I wasn't expecting anything less. They see now and I'm expecting.
Sir.
Of course. Enra has a game number 30. Those 30 matches has actually 25. Kotoko has 29 goals in 30 matches. Two teams are on average less than a goal per game. Be watching a TA. You started Ghana Premier League. Season a play be she go pa. Season a play be she go pa Melado. 22 goals in a season. So I'm near about 34 matches in a season. Near about 30. Say yeah, I stand from 30 to 34 matches.
4 more matches.
And the last 2 years, Yawano, and Mbella MSR competition now. Yawano share 22 goals and Mbella share 21.
Yeah.
In Tiaman for Becca say Yawano equally Ismailado record no.
That's the last 2 seasons.
But let's put it in proper perspective. Ismailado had the 30 matches
and I share 22
goals.
And I have another 34.
At the 34, I share the same 22 goals.
So about 4 more matches than
by a Drew stager. Team na ye boni nyina team ni nyina goals for match no. Less than matches ayabo.
Teams ni nyina goals.
Kotoko team ni nyina players ni nyina goals for match no. Less than the number of matches a team nabo.
Any players?
29 goals in 30 matches.
Kotoko, how many players?
Let's say 30 at least.
Yeah.
Which means there's no Kotoko player who average more than a goal up to a season here, boy. Who average more than a goal per game, more than a goal. Se Kotoko 30 players are. Omunyina say 29 goals.
More than a goal per player.
House of folk 30 players are. 30 players in nyina as 25. So two teams who expect goals. You don't expect to see who goals. Samna House of folk National is Melado Samio Osekufo. And those times are Utim say goal more than Kwakosheno. And their goals will be guaranteed. The last Kotoko legend striker, I'll buy you cry, they cry.
Last one. And
Queen time. And the other said Queen time, you are going to watch a player, a goal guaranteed. Goal guaranteed. May me say, and yet on the relative to Asante Kotoko has for conversation Kwana Abao. But maybe any goals as a Lady Ghana Premier League matches, not 31 about 31 matches, I said 31 goals on a Lady Ghana Premier League table. Goal stars, a Lady Ghana Premier League table. And the idea was set about 31 matches.
30 matches.
Goal stars about 31. 31. 31 matches, you know. Andy, they have 31 goals. And 31 goals. Interestingly, 31 matches have how many points? 31 matches have 93.
93 points.
So at goal stars now only the Ghana Premier League table 56. For Ofono. Net 56 from 93 points. Now league they are good enough to win our league, the number of points dropped.
Dropped 39. So approximately 40.
39 matches from dropping boy. 39. And the 39 matches, I say Obi will lose 13 matches. Points now are dropping. So we equate it to number of games I will lose. I just say will lose 13 matches. Team now will lose 13 matches, good enough
to win the table.
To win the Ghana Premier League table. So I'm not in league, that is the level, that is the state. 37 points dry. Just drop it. Just more than 10 games or lose it.
37 points.
So lose 10 games in a season. You are not supposed to be good enough to win the league. That yeah. Nations FC na tosu mienu. About 30 matches. Andy, only games are Nations FC a winning. We winning only half. 30 matches we winning half naka no others say we do so and say we draw. With this record, Nations FC are good enough so we occupy second position of Ghana Premier League table. Nations FC their advantage is say Nations about 30 matches. I said 30
more kind of abu confuse here. Nations e match onyamoyo bibia ni na yi de say nyanduru so oni ne ayi nso atra de na omuri akoka enyanduru so ana bi waiti
Adano na me catch us say any week me me catch us say obvious on say ade a ye recognize and I say ye understood say da what that say nipa ne beje aka ho nti international sites na omo ye table no omo award ma odada because da what dada ade a entimi paper and see they feel say on the class no omo de ebi mu de amom we de normal table na Ghana wono but 14 different clubs and a benefit 3.3 goals awarded no only Kotoko unza inso atrema free Mebeka 17 clubs only Kotoko nkwa na wanya disadvantage unim de ntia 14 clubs na ya awarded wo no 2 clubs are na omonene mbo 3 clubs are na omonene abodada no emu mienu ehye dada Kotoko pe na ntimi anhye Young Apostle share no yes second round yes ye butu yes attorney table na was insu atrewo wanchi enketia brifa park ena samate so kwache no share no baabi ani 1-0 it is the only club one benefit per Kotoko nti omo award points ni nyina de ama other clubs na 14 different clubs na omo behia sa points na Omuka so omu bi na afin de ba nti.
They account number of matches.
No dada. Eti nyame adoma next week FA Cup. The next week game a league no Insuatre versus Baby and Go Stars. But Go Stars awarded. And until ama omako 50 cent. Perception is a we a team be crana na other 30 cent nations. Who say Oda nechi because all begin next week ya.
The conversation I can be white the explanation or their main crutches say Goal Stars now say average a goal per game no 31
minus 3
goals 31 in 31 31 in 31 matches 31 goals no
I say 3 frame 28
I just say almost 28 in
average a goal per game.
Yes, they don't even average a goal per game, but our team now on no Belgian league Akobo CAF Champions League na ehwe TV no so no and the level na one ye di agro
you were 3
the last CAF Champions League was the semi-final matches na ehwe no me say na South African club here omni Ali
Mamelodi Sundowns
ni Ali the level na boys ne bobo no Andy we are far behind far behind and so level where they say nyame ya adom a bibia ni Goal Stars bomb pass obaji league bibia ni Goal Stars edge league Andy the best thing over and say Ghana drop your level and say you drew group stages cry there but with this level and you don't blame anybody the entire team ni FNM film say the Premier League the English Premier League no FNA ya ma Premier League no abe attractive say team all call relegation cry no it mean the £100 million no the call relegation. Yes, that is season now. The teams are so rich that player be a buy league bet me at no. West Ham bet me to the same player at the same price. By end no, our teams are so impoverished just say to the point that they have no other option. Sa Ukrambela and Bella na the Nibo Liga and the $100,000 ban one which makasa wonyi
100 in put doors
which makasa wonyi. Let's imagine say ya wano and Bella say here no and Asante Kotoko e osika and okofa ya wano abeka Bella ho and omna so see aka Ghana Premier League ma just imagine and you just create that scenario in your head say ya wano anko in Bella Kotoko timenye sika o ma retain in Bella then ya wano abeka Bella ho now Musia Kane in the same team. Sa Kotoko team na CK Edebo Confederation Cup group stages you know. The na can say ube maintain that squad. Na di ka krenya be kan ho. Yakuba no squad no. Be we season you know. Na ababe is okra player so na ne ko wo player yi. Maso baako. Sa maso baako mo squad no. Se Kotoko team maintain sa squad no. A few additional. But this time, and Champions League 8 team. By way of Kane, Kotokodia can see. What's the guarantee that Baku pay be next year, Obesa guarantee Obetra? And in Ghana League Nidia. See ya, say ya. We don't want Caribbean League, no, Oko Africa, 1 or 2 matches be no be sa until something dramatic changes. Don't expect anything more than love with any.
This season, apart from Vision, Kotoko share 4-1. Asante Kotoko share more than 3 goals, and now 3 goals crowd will Ghana League in more.
Yeah, but almost a Vision 4-1.
Ewo Kumasi. First half of crowd almost share. Almost Kotoko abo match I was 3-0 da.
Na same way kura
Bobo ku ani dia de baby ani go stars no that first no. The last time I show be 3-0 and yes we nya 3 awarded that yes we say Accra Lions 3-0 if you oba no matches I wa bo bia this particular season onya 3 unanswered that make us say team or pe Ghana League age what team show be 3-0.
They say coaches no say when they are going to the game Andy the Omudian said they don't want to take no risk or they don't want to lose for them to be maybe a better fire ain't so over teams no say one go per more attitude on the players and they change it. They are not fighting for more and the coaches will also do that instead of them to play good football to get the goals Oh, say Ghana and Kwan on the 2 department say, and your ball F and a win here, Pembacho Utia. Sasam technically, Obi Obekas have you nimbom. Technically, ye can't dia groba say, oh, kind of technical terms are, oh, coaches who know Casas and Yebemau 0 is a wabon Obekofi. Ball no say, oh, we play to score, we don't score to play. Once he has started match, you see, when they more ball match go. Ball na ye bonny this go. So goal scoring the product of playing ball. And so ball ni ya now this goals. And but so what's my say? And say we are seeing our teams or must say goals, but teams on ball papa me watch them. Oba Ghana no dia to your team say enye ball papa na me ko boni mo me ko. Oba da say goals.
This audio from one of our listeners, he's also a good friend, US na me da sorry and opinion no asani audio no sa fe no no nya ho a wa hye Enra Kotoko ne house no na maxo tie ne no so ne observations ewo game
Andy sisi ana me hye Kotoko ne house a match and highlights Andy football no da form papa uni me kai growing up na Kotoko ne house ade ebechin Saturday ade ebechin Sunday na Saturday na nyumra menna unim tension bit me ba me so that time so Andy make us say sunyane na metio etisunyane enso no na se duru so pa na that time no chapter 04 no ko na arose na Kotoko for no so wo na stadium aboma na nepa me hwe Kotoko ne asia enru ini half empty stadium no chama e football na say na uni ade ba kon so esere defenders ni nyina no both Kotoko ne house no so more tackle na nei modern day defender enko form no omu nyina just omu ko form ansa no ma clear ball aso mo nhwe premiership no aso mo nhwe La Liga no nti bisa say professional footballers no if apa na ye omo hwe ball efiri because when was the last time who say a Virgil nom kre a defender omo tackle mpo ene ni nyina ko interception na what tackle crowd na wunya ko form crowd and you asking for a penalty Andy ano kra tonche Andy di adebe na ya na bobo wonsa no sade no ya na ifre me sha Europe for ne Andy ya me hunu bi di ya ne nkro ya ne boys no ya na dia bad na ya na bobo wonsa no.
We are the voice of one of our listeners, son of Patrick, US of E. Me that's sorry on a who was sending me audio way. Na me t I'm saying
Then you say Bimo, yeah, very good. Observe. Me cry the all come me doing.
Also, I didn't shut down because we defend the act of defending.
Yeah.
And then Christian can say,
on say problem ning na say problem ning na say. So we hear Europe everywhere. Menkasa senior coaches now no good, but there is a young breed of coaches who have taken over the game. Yes, Anity. And now we hear new coaches say Banti in the next 10 years won't say new, but yeah, Hano, the same. And a problem when you say the coaches na ne woman be no. Either say no more ball near the 70s, 60s, or 80s, and then never difference. Of course, there are few ones be almost or musuade to say Basuri Hayford, Karimzito, Monepakwesimo, or musuade. But what we need to do, so maybe a penny where if you want Cameros or the young guys, Momujai ball, ente bebreno to take control of the coaching. A bit say this Kotoko boy, striker Boni the Queen, he's highly intelligent. When he even speaks. That guy or Kasakura who is out and said this guy he's got it. Nanka those young guys near promo ebi say Charles Taylor Menguso ye minim so wako coaching course there. Menguso Nancy was starting coaching biniad. Of course also or ye analyst I think he's doing great. Or you'll be always straightforward. Baby I didn't done or the better own throw or canas I like that about him. Sammy say don't botesu ye coaching. Minim how far he has taken it to. And yes ye massa uncle for no a what the shadows. We should promote them.
Net maswa conversation ya okese krade. Asamoja nso wa coach.
Onusu a coach.
Michael Essien is a coach.
Oh, but we just coach never a motivation speaker of Black Stars. Oko Kane.
Michael Essien is a coach.
Yes, he's a coach.
Asamoja na bobo na
yeah, or a coach. Okuta UEFA B.
we sure say in league no any team is attractive to attract Michael Essien and as Samoan to come and coach them.
But don't say you need to start from somewhere.
No, because so let's say any of our Premier League clubs are making an offer.
Yeah.
To Michael Essien and say come and coach.
Free Nigel and Mrabi coach has
exactly the point.
We have not gotten to the stage that we can't even attract them.
Yeah, of course, but
Ali, everything attract a former Egyptian national team player, our retire, our coach in a wino, or Ali a attractive enough for South player.
Yeah.
Sundowns, our South African player.
Yeah.
Our South African national team now retire. Our coach in a year. There's a club in South Africa, obet me attract South player, and so me coach you. We have former footballers who are more to the highest level, Michael Essien and the rest who are now coaches. Let's imagine, thank you, Oscar. In teams are resourceful enough. And maybe as a Mojan by this time, a coach has to folk. Michael Essien and Kotoko. Let's see then combat me the on board.
Grace.
Oh,
Grace.
Kakrani walk around, so no Sikakran society will take it out of
context. I remember as a Mojan. So, Quadia no be to me coach no corner, be white near money say. Which ye must have more than $5,000 on coach Kotoko, bonuses near their buying it for a starting. And not two. But what I say,
just for you to move forward. Samoja they are okay because Christian bought two names. Oka Michael Essien so there. But for me, Michael Essien, I'm not sure, sir. He might only be looking at say, yeah man, $5,000. Yeah. Share facilities. I want Nigel and one of the year, man.
On the Oma because they are drew no manage, but be or more often or more starting. It was a Kotoko Kase, Jan. We want you to coach us. If only said so, or you a B.
But Christian make a scenario. Said the okay, Michael Essien will be a drummer. Ali bet me attractive or more former player be a coach outside. Yeah. We are talking about a club and now they are speaking to the former coach of Leipzig.
Exactly the point.
But how do you
say, yeah, facilities in here. Oh, Musika no Muchanandi, yeah, they are Yengandro, and yet in a Yenya. But the young so yet they need to start with. No. So, my coach, Watara, $4,000 mewa. Now on Kotoko. Or the Angelic, not war. Prosperity coach will be coach ye. Nay, a man $4,000 there. Any other any emperor 2,000 and count. Nanka Kotoko emperor Massa Moja. Nam Bequin, rather than as a Bequin, I asked Uncle Kotoko San Nam so more very coach and Mentiasi. I had been Bonnie and I Poby or my Bobby Common said these young guys in the bar. Or what the innovations, Beba. That innovation and a better new current trend. No more, they're drawn, they're taking 80% of the ball. It also young Baba because they be young word bear tactics, yeah, Pamon. And so we teams now. And I know more, former player. Now, also, I say, make us maybe almost say, they want to bring Coach Masokuno to buy. I'm still not wrong because the same thing I'm the Pam Prosper Netino. And one of the Pam Masokuno say, born no boarding F or say one go, say, Ocean one go to mente. Into what Pam Prosper Neta, and then Masokuno do within this short and Saba back into the conversation. And see, Andy, baby, you drew no. You see, Bible crackers in the last days, the Lord will use the youth are strong. And we'll see a more kind almost innovations be the back. I'm not saying it's an old one. My both old coaches who are in the system who are evergreen. This is Carlo Ancelotti. He's evergreen. Say Ekoye and Koye cry. He's still evergreen. He was still 10. But okay, Europe and your master, I'm a new coaches are taking over. But you had your bar. I'm saying coaches no. My name so I'm meeting no. It's not a no one person moye. Ofriano abahano ofriabaha. Oh don't be surprised. As more Pam your friends say. Watara omefa prosperity wa hasofolk. So what I say?
Okay.
And see, finally, this one mom pen say, who coach our bar or de no crebe yeduma or mom pe because they be a do way right, Abeka say right, way left, Abeka say left or mom pen is and see, they don't even Kotoko like I'm speaking. Senkebi as a coach comes to next and now Moody coach bar and Sabekwe assistant. Nanka Kotoko na boa Bequin so nye A na to get the A. And the senior coach in the free then Bequin takes over. Because Bequin played Kotoko, won Leros, loved the team. Oh, he loves the team very well. And also makes sure so the Kotoko ye bibino. With the little push, no bet to me. But this ideas in a ye they be a near coach, near Kofa coach, be a massa. Training no crowd and a guy cast a boys in the crack clear bar no more that form. boson so ani amane $4,000 Andy
your time no so mame any dwa kakra na afi e mehwe dia aka no emfa nto aso but